The Dirty Show, where you go to get familiar. For the culture, such a pillar and a winner. If you didn't know, now you know. DJ Dirty Dot provide the ill vibe, diving deeper inside to lives of enterprise of dope minds. Blending mainstream with what's on the rise. Well known for the spins, let this be the next on replay. My DJ is dirty, respect the CJ. Hey.
Hey y'all, it's your girl DJ Dirty Dot. Hashtag my DJ is dirty. Welcome to the Dirty Show Podcast. 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 Yeah. So today I have my amazing friend, a dope MC out in Virginia, my girl TZ So Dope.
Yeah.
What's up,
do, baby?
I'm excited to have you on my podcast.
I'm happy to be here. Literally.
I'm really excited about this.
We've been having a good day.
We about to blow!
This is a good way to close out 2019 for me. You know what I mean? To be here, to bring in a new year coming up.
Yes.
It's a good
my
feeling.
First guest on my podcast.
Hey.
You're like, you know how Bow Wow was like on 106 in Park?
Right.
Like this is his home? This is your home.
My home.
You can always come here whenever. Yes, chop it up.
You were the first person to hear my album.
Yes, I am just
you're the very first radio show I ever been to. One of the first freestyles on the radio.
Cherry Papa.
Hey. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be some fun shit.
Hello, I'm a cherry popper. I like popping cherries.
You do look good in red. Oh my God,
weak. Oh my God, yeah,
right.
it's getting a little hot in here. I think it's because of this Remy and Coke I'm drinking, and we gotta spark up. So if you don't know, now you know. Because I don't know what y'all think of me. A lot of people think different things, and
what do you think, Dad?
I don't know. Like I am an angel, but I guess I have a dirty side.
That's the name.
That's my name. Shout out to Michael Jackson. But anyway, shout out to TZ So Dope.
Hey, the name fits well.
Yeah, because you're
dope,
so dope.
And I like it, you know.
Mm-hmm. And if y'all don't know, TZ is actually the first track off my album I'm dropping this year. The Cardinal is a Virginia project. Shout out to everybody in Virginia. I'm digging this little podcast, Phil. Like, it's kind of different for me from being on radio. But like I was saying, TZ's on my Cardinal project, and she has the first song. It's called The Cardinal Rule.
Yes, Lord.
I'm so excited about this. So, are you ready to perform? I'm trying to go on tour, TZ. See, I chose people for a reason. And one of the reasons I chose TZ to be on my album is because she's a dope writer, meaning she writes her own stuff.
Shout out to the writers out there.
Shout out to all the writers. If I'm not mistaken, everybody on my album is a writer. So shout out
to all the writers out there, but change that shit.
Yeah, all the artists are writers, and she's a dope performer. And not only is she a dope performer, she can perform with a band and with the DJ.
Thank you.
And to me, to have all of those qualities that's how I pick people to be on my project.
Right.
So, what's the difference between performing with a band and performing with a DJ?
Oh man, I think they give two different vibes. For me, when I'm with the band, and also setting and with the band. Like, I just did a show and we were in an intimate setting with the band, so it was more like stripped down and like it was super intimate, like, you know, like close. And with the DJ, it's like you get live, you can put that full energy into what you're giving off with your songs, because with the band sometimes, like I said, with settings, like when we get to that festival stage and we got the DJ and the band up there, and that's gonna be like the high energy on like that Anderson .Paak wave, you know what I mean?
Word.
But like
it's like
I
a
think,
whole different
like,
feeling.
right, yeah. So it's like for me right now, I think it's like with the band, I'm able to like strip down and give what I really want people to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And with the DJ, I can give that energy that I need them to really feel with the music too. So that, for me, that's what it is.
That's dope. That's dope. So you've been dope at both of those. Now, between writing and performing, well, writing and memorizing your rhymes, which out of the two is the hardest?
I don't think either. Honestly, it's like a balance. A lot of my music is not always written when I go record. Hell, when I did the Cardinal Rule, you remember? I was doing it like, I was like, we was going and it was like the vibe was right and other shit was clicking in my head. So I'm like, oh, wait, no, keep the beat going. I got something else, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really have a problem memorizing them because I feel like you can't have a problem telling a story. Right? So like if I tell you a story, you might forget some pieces of it. But if I tell you a story and you go tell someone else, you're gonna remember the story.
Oh, well, that's
so
true.
When I write, I try to create my music to be a story of some sort. Like it's never just everywhere. It's like, so in my mind, every so often bars, that storyline gonna switch or the scene switches. You know what I mean? Like it's like a movie. So it's like I don't really have an issue with memorizing them because it's like I'm telling that story over and over again. So I may, in the beginning it might be a little rough, but I don't really have a problem with it. It's like I just remember that story.
Well, that probably is easy for someone who's a story writer because everybody don't write stories when they rap. So I can see why that could be a challenge for some people. And that you help me understand. I would think that makes sense.
Yeah, I try to I look at everything like that. Like it's like a movie or a book, like chapters, and I try to approach it like that. I mean, we do have like freestyles when I just let go, you know what I mean, and do it that way. But overall, when it comes to like records, I try to make everything like a movie, like a scene, like a score. It want to be big, you know what I mean, something that lasts. I don't want to make something that if I can't remember it, if I'm having a hard time remembering it, then the consumer probably gonna have a hard time remembering it. So
that's facts.
It's like it's not gonna be washed, but it's gonna be.
And it's easy to remember stories like.
You know what I mean? Like stories, you gonna remember it. You might not remember word for word, but you're gonna remember the plot. You gonna remember enough to summarize. You know what I mean? So,
right. What does your music mean to you?
Everything. I mean, literally. I guess every artist says that, and I can respect it because if you really give yourself in your music, then it should mean everything to you. You know, I mean, it's my livelihood at this point. Like, I can't see nothing else. It's like the best kind of relationship to be in, you know?
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Do you think you're as hungry as you were when you first started?
Starving, like, for real. I don't really see how I couldn't be at this point. Like, it's like no matter what I do, it's like eating, for real, right? Like, you can eat every night, but when you wake up the next morning, you still want breakfast.
That's true.
So, like, it's my livelihood. Like, so I'm always trying to be fulfilled at night, but I always got to feed myself the next morning, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I mean, sometimes just like me as a DJ, like I was thinking about it the other night, just thoughts to myself, and I'm like, dang, you're not as hungry as you used to be. You used to do this, and you used to do that, and you used to do this, and you used to do that. Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. But sometimes I feel like I'm not as hungry as I used to be, so I'm trying to get back hungry.
I
But
kind of look at that as like focus too. Like your vision changes, so it may not seem like you like super hungry as far as like the same way or the same things, but you gotta like factor in how you're expanding as a person too. Like, are you doing more than what you were doing when you were super duper hungry? Like at one thing, and there's nothing wrong with feeding it again. Like that may mean like y'all need to factor in my DJing more. You know what I mean? Like make more time for it. But then you gotta like really like tell yourself it's not like you just not hungry. You just started like dabbing in other things too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
So
that's true. That's facts. Yeah, that's true. So in hip hop, as far as being a female artist, what's the most disappointing thing that has happened to you in hip hop? Like just overall,
like to me,
artist wise, or just what happened in the industry that's something that you like
let down?
Yeah, let down.
Honest?
Honest.
Like when Nikki turned into a Barbie? Nah, like No shade at all.
So you're
like,
talking about you like the underground.
First off, like,
mixtape Nicki.
I salute Nicki for one thing because she remained relevant on top for a decade.
Right.
As a female artist, like as a female artist, not even just rapper, like just as a female artist to stay on top in general in different genres at that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the hip hop of me was like, damn, because I was a fan of the underground.
Right.
Like when I first heard her, and she on it was the Soldier Boy joint. She got a don't beat the itty bitty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that joint when she was on the itty bitty. It was crazy. I'm like, yo, she's crazy. Like she's about to go crazy. And then like she got on and shit was cool, but then it just changed. Like hair turned pink on us and more pop like records. I mean, it put it in an awkward way, like a different way. Like it was more pop records. You know what I mean? Like she was getting that bag, but it was more pop like music. You know, and it was dope. Whatever. She still had a few verses throughout the way, but the hip hop in me wishes that she could have gave like that image that she had when she was getting it to the mainstream.
To be honest with you, I didn't start listening to Nicki until the Pink Print.
Damn. That's pretty late.
I mean, I didn't think I was late. I really didn't care.
I ain't gonna say late. I'm just saying like.
I like that she could switch her styles out.
Right.
Like to me, she was like the female ODB a little.
True. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love that about her, but just like Weezy, like, I never was... Nicki, to me, like, her best songs on that Pink Print album didn't even make it as a single. As far as bar-wise.
No, I can agree to that. I think that with a lot of her music, the more hip-hop based, and that's why I keep using that term. Like I keep throwing the hip hop part out there because musically, I could never downplay what she's done. Like the numbers she sold, the units, the global impact that her and her brand has had. You know what I mean? Is crazy. But if we're talking like hip hop, like yeah, I think that her best hip hop records are the ones that will never ever get played on the radio.
Well, that's facts. Cause she had bars on that I'm trying to pull up the album now because I forgot the name of the song. But Want Some More was my shit.
Okay.
4 Door, Album to Door.
Okay, yeah.
And it was another. I think it was into. That was my favorite, and I was like, okay, Nicki. But to me, that whole album was, that was a great album.
Good album.
Yeah.
That was bad. I think that's when she started coming back to hip hop a little bit, but I think her image was still like it went crazy, right? And so it was kind of conflicting with the pop side too. It like there's more bars on this one, but it's still looking like the bar. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I salute Nicki. Like I said, 10 years on top. Shit, that's what we aspire to do. You know what I mean? But like I said, the hip hop in me was just a little damn. Cause I like that hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right.
That bar out hip hop.
So right now, what's in your tape deck? What are you listening to in your car right now? Like, what was playing on your way here?
I was listening to me on the way here.
I think that's how it should be.
I was listening to me on the way here, but honestly, I really don't listen to a lot of hip hop daily. I'm like a music connoisseur, so I listen to I listened to Natalie Cole earlier. I listen to a lot of Stevie. I like Ari Lennox.
I'm loving Snow Allegra right now.
Yo, Snow, Ari, Sir. I listen to a lot of Sir. As far as like hip hop does go, this year, YB and Cordae got a lot of my play. Earth Gang, Dreamville as a whole, like the whole Dreamville. Everybody from Dreamville got a lot of play by me. I like Tyler's album as well.
I never listened to his album.
You know, Tyler's a dope.
I've been slacking on listening to artists'
Tyler's
albums.
crazy,
That's where I need
man.
to pick
Tyler's
up.
crazy, for real.
So the only albums I've listened to this year, like the whole album, was the albums that came out the end of this year, which was Fabulous and 2 Chainz.
Dang.
I heard a little bit of the Game album.
You know, Game's on alright, for real.
Yeah,
he got that lead
2
single.
Chainz got a nice
That lead
album.
single with Anderson .Paak. Anderson get a lot of play with me too.
Yeah, I love Anderson. I just love his voice.
Man, he's crazy. But yeah, so I listen to a lot of different shit. It depends on like the weather. Like
Yeah.
that ass, like
Soon as summer starts, I'm Illmatic.
yo, I mean, even like the sun, bro. Like if it's cloudy out, like I don't want to hear nothing up tempo. Like, nah, bro, we gotta break it
Relax.
down. I'll be relaxing, yeah.
Okay. So, I have a dirty little secret segment.
Right.
The dirty little secret is you have to give me one of your confessions. Like, what's a dirty little secret somebody might not know about you?
We're talking like hip hop related.
It could be hip hop.
Okay, let's keep it hip hop related right now.
Or we can keep it dirty and you can go dirty.
Oh yeah.
It's up to you.
You know.
It's a dirty show. You can do whatever up here.
Let's go hip hop first. Let me say something that's like shocking all. Like, I'm really not a Tupac fan.
Okay.
I respect.
Oh my God! I can give you a high five with that.
Oh,
I can
word?
agree.
Okay.
I like his songs, but I've never had.
I
a Tupac
respect the fuck out
Don't
of
kill
Pac.
us.
All right, now I'm gonna explain this.
Don't
That's why I
kill
use the
us.
word
Don't
fan.
kill us.
That's why I use the word fan. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do respect Pac's. He got clear dope records. You know what I mean? I know a lot of records,
Right.
but Pac isn't an artist that I ever go look up to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Any like not really. I respect what he did for the culture. I respect what he did as a man, but yeah, it was like, you know, I was more of a Biggie fan. Like I listen to Biggie.
Yeah, I love Biggie.
So I kind of guess I let that beef stick to me a little too much. I try not to do that with Jay-Z and Nas though. I was proud of myself because
Well, I'm a
I
huge
don't think
Nas
so.
fan,
I'm a Jay fanatic.
but he lets me down sometimes.
Jay has never let me down in my life.
Well, one thing about Jay,
Jay,
I will say,
you
he
never
know
let
how
me
to
down in my life,
he
Jay.
know how to choose bangers, like
You know, I think
good records that can do good in the clubs. To me, Nas is more underground. He don't
Yeah,
really
yeah, for
pick
sure.
club songs. So to me, if he would have chosen to
He did have a club
songs-
record though.
No, just one though.
Shorty,
I'm
say
talking
what's
about
your price.
more like
Like you was rocking up.
I did not. I will not.
Exactly, that's the point. He didn't need to. Jay was more diverse. Nas had a pocket. He had a pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
He had a pocket. You know what I mean? Nas got a pocket, and it's the dope ass pocket to be in.
Yeah.
He has a dope pocket.
I still love Nas.
Nas is that dude, man.
Yeah, I love Nas.
Yeah.
So who's your dream collab?
Dream Jay. Like, well, it's like a record with a few people.
Okay.
Because I feel like I don't even want to waste the time if I got the chance to work with like dope ass artists that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I just want to have it's like 3 different songs, alright? So the first song I'm going like Jay-Z, Stevie Wonder,
Okay.
and Anita Baker.
Okay.
That's like mine. Whew. Anita, man, she don't even sing no more, so I'm gonna have to put in some work. You know, she was
Use a sample or something.
yeah, but now I want that for real.
Right.
Like,
I'm just saying,
I
use
want-
a sample and then when
And
you
then get
perform it
live and then
live,
pull her out, you know what I mean?
bring out the
Okay, I
wood
can see that.
words. Like,
But-
oh shit, Anita Baker, she got
You know what I
Anita Baker on
mean?
the stage.
And
Yeah,
as
I would
far as
probably
like
cry.
as far as like hip hop goes, right now, I want to do a record with like it's like the Mount Trashmore is what I call it. That's what I would honestly call the record. It would be me.
Mount Trashmore?
Yeah, because it would be me, Rhapsody, Cole, and Kendrick.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
That'd
Like, I
be
just feel like
powerful.
that would be like, whoo, like we'd be the Mount Trashmore. Like we have
That would
it.
be crazy.
Like 80s baby Mount Trashmore type joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that could be an amazing record. Like that would be an amazing like mixtape project.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's like goals. That's one of my goals. And I know Cole ain't doing no more features. So like we're gonna do collaborations. You know what I mean? That's different. So Cole, be ready.
Okay, do you have a dream label that you would like to be a part of?
I would love for So Dope Entertainment to be
So
my
Dope
dream.
Entertainment?
Like, yeah, I would love
You
for
want your own
myself.
label?
I do. I want artists. I want it all, man. Like I'm low key building it right now.
Oh, word? Okay.
It's like I've always had the dream of so growing up in hip hop, I've always been a fanatic of the groups, like with the person, and then they always make sure their homies is good. Like as far as like rock or Dipset or Disturbing the
It's a
Peace,
podcast.
yeah, Disturbing the Peace, Saint Lunatics, G Unit. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a fan. Rough Riders. I'm a fan of crews. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like these
I
crews that
love
turn into
crews.
labels, that turn into something big.
Yes.
So I've always wanted that, and honestly, it took my album dropping like recently, like right before my album dropped, I started really saying like this is something I can make a reality now. I don't have to wait until I'm signed by a major label to try to start my own label or whatever. It's like I can start creating everything now. So that's why when my music drops, you see it says So Dope Entertainment under it. You know what I mean? Like if a label comes to get me, excuse me, label comes to get me, I'm down. I guess dream management label will be Rock Nation.
Yes.
You know, I would love for Rock to
and
come
they're
get me.
hiring right now,
They,
as a matter of fact.
So
I'm trying
like,
to
I
get
would
my
love
shit together to apply.
I would love for Rock Nation to just say, hey, what's up? And then maybe possibly be able to bring
to be a part
So
of.
Dope Entertainment to that and do what I want to do and the way that he helped me. You know, the ideal situation though would just to be able to be providing for myself in a larger platform way.
Right. Okay, so we have a little game.
Okay.
Skip, play, and repeat.
Skip, play, and repeat.
Skip, play, or repeat Snow Allegra.
Oh, she's repeat on deck.
Okay. I'm loving her album too.
Yes, like I'm excited to see her as something in the water. But yeah, Snow is a repeat all day. Like I've never heard a bad song with her.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. Skip, play, or repeat 2 Chainz. Have you heard his album?
Yes. Play.
Okay.
Play. I've heard it. I've repeated it a few times, but play. Overall play.
Okay. And the last one. Skip, play, or repeat. The Basement mixtape.
Oh, come on. Repeat. Hey, real talk. Hold up. That joint in my CD deck.
Shameless plug.
That joint in my
Catch that on
CD deck,
dj30.com. You know, I'm out here.
That joint in my CD deck, yo. It's in my CD deck.
Oh,
Straight
dope.
up. Like that joint up there. I love the way Billy went off on the
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, he slapped. So I got one for you though. Skip, play, or repeat Unapologetic Queen.
I definitely had it on repeat, and I played your other album after that.
Come on, you went to the pack after that?
I went to the pack after that. But I definitely played it. I played it about 3 times because it's kind of short.
I know. But
which is fine.
Wait, on the pack? Or
the album and the pack.
You know what?
The album lasted.
It's 32 minutes.
Then,
the album is 32 minutes.
Right.
And I mean, you know, I can give you some insight on why I did that.
Yeah, why you did that?
Consumers have a short attention span right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the age of streaming, you know what I mean? And so I don't mind doing the 3-verse records. I don't mind having these long projects. But if I know that if I make a project that's dope enough and it's gonna make you want to play it 3 times in a row, that's 3 times in a row plays for my project. That's helping feed me. You know what I'm saying? That's helping build my brand or whatever. And so it's ironic that literally since Unapologetic Queen dropped, I see the difference in the pack streams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that junk it's been a good look for me. So I appreciate you repeating.
I really love it, but I just have an idea for you. This is just an idea.
What's up?
I really think you should record a live version as well.
You know, the thing is,
because
you know we just did the Unapologetic. You know we just did the Unapologetic Queen.
We like the guru. My vibe worth the man. Like live sports on Hulu. But who knew the old me and feel so new? My pen stick minds. Sick with the voodoo. Always hated even numbers. I accepted being odd. Try to box me in with terror. Then I flip the proper cards. I'm here to kick game, a little FIFA. Lay back off the reefer. The finest achievers. Hey world, it's Teasy, nice to meet you. Remember when I said I creep up? It's go time, follow the leader. Adaptive with procedures. I'm really trying to reach an A1 student of the game. Qualified to teach you, no regrets. See, every situation come with lessons. I'm starting to embrace duality as a lesson. I'm manifesting like all of it. So don't run from the pain. You know the joy I win. Just try again. I had to try again. I grabbed the purple pen. Deep breath before I vent. Or is you gonna let me in?
The Unapologetic Queen Experience had a sound guy. That's for a reason.
Wow. So if y'all got that, that's awesome.
we're getting it, but I'm a perfectionist.
Okay.
And my band is amazing. Shout out to 15 Minute Late Band. You know, they killed it.
Definitely
but we all want to make sure that we are perfect when we have the live version that we want to put out. We want
Right.
that version to be perfect with sound, with us, with
Everything.
everything. And so the experience was dope. We did it at JT. Shout out to JT's for having us.
Yes.
They already offered us to come
Black-owned
back
business
soon,
support.
black owned. And so honestly, the idea is to keep going with this, is to bring that experience to different places, black owned preferably.
Okay.
And once we get that one that sounds great,
Mhm.
the experience coming. You know what I mean? That's why I call it the experience, because it's deeper than just the music, you know? So
Mhm.
it's coming. It's coming. I promise you.
That's lit. Well, TZ, I appreciate you coming on my podcast.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing.
This is really a good look for me.
Hey, it's a good look for
you
me.
know,
It's a
I
good look for us.
appreciate it, yes.
I had twins in and stuff with the shirt down. Shout out to DJ Dirty Die. TZ So Dope. You can find me everywhere.
Yes,
That's
somewhere you can find
TEEZYSODOPE. Unapologetic
So
Queen
dope.
is streaming everywhere
So dope.
right now, and more to come.
So dope.
I'm about to take that for real, get the
Y'all
drop.
catch the next episode. You already know it's your girl DJ Dirty Die. Hashtag my DJ is dirty. Make sure you follow my podcast on YouTube, on Instagram TV.
Yep.
Oh, chill. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the Dirty Show live